for Kevin Willard, especially early on, has done a great job since transferring from Sacred Heart University of getting guys in their spots.
And a turnover forced early by the Blue Jay defense. Here comes Ty-Shon Alexander.
Not going to get a lot of those against his own.
Myles Powell coming around the screen. Here's McKnight alone in the corner. And this time, there's Myles Powell. Miles Kale, 13 on the shot clock for the Pirates. The handoff to Powell. Driving inside, pinned by Ty-Shon Alexander. The push ahead to Jefferson. Jefferson, oh my! Powell with the fake. The three for Myles.
To see who you can rely on and how long guys can go.
Powell gets it back. The extra pass to Mama.
10-second violation. The time that they were taking to get that thing up, which was by design. And that's just patience you really want.
And you know Creighton wants to get into a track meet. Seton Hall seems bound and determined not to let that happen.
But he's going to play harder than anybody else. Thinks his way through the game, patient.
Myles Powell on the bench with 2 fouls and still 10.5 to play in this first half. Alexander will try the three.
Your bigs that block so many shots and change so many shots, you've got to give them a touch on the offensive end or at least help them be involved.
In the corner, Alexander.
They engage. It's hard to do.
2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Kelashvili doesn't get the shot off. He wanted. Seton Hall's controlled the pace in this first half. Alexander off the spin.
He'll be back on the floor, and then Kevin Willard telling him, listen, you got to play the right way.
And that's an offensive foul on Shavar Reynolds. Minutes, but the Jays only with a 5-point lead. Alexander, the alley-oop to Bishop, and Mamu.
Something to shake it up if you're a head coach.
And you said they needed him back on the floor offensively, if nothing else. His road's at the under 4. And you'd be within 3 on the road. I think he had signed up for that before the game. Powell harassed. Mamu trying to go baseline. Gets to the rim, and
that's when you put it on the floor. The defense is scrambling. You rip it through and get to the basket.
Powell steps around for Seton Hall to take the lead.
This is when Roden has to get away. You got to get away from Myles Powell. Let him go to work.
And win with the senior. Ty-Shon Alexander blocked off out to Mahoney. That's 3 ties and 20 lead changes. Already in the first half, 2 ties.
Worked on it. But you're not going to live with that. If you're Creighton, you'll live with it. Not Seton Hall.
Alexander Knight. Back out to Powell. Myles Powell with 8 to shoot against Ty-Shon Alexander. Got past Alexander to the rim, and he lays it in.
But I would guess that he's going to be playing this game a little bit this half, a little jump out to help.
Powell trying to turn the corner against Ty-Shon Alexander. Powell steps back after the cut. 9 for Powell. Alexander 1 step beyond the logo, lobbing it inside the Bishop. Here he is, popping free from behind the arc, and then lost the handle on it. Diving on the floor is Bishop, and he tips it ahead to Alexander. Alexander running to the other side. He's run down the floor in the first 10 seconds, try to create a break almost. Alexander, tough catch for Zagorowski. Now he'll shoot, and Alexander steps back for the three.
Playing center field, if you will.
Here's McKnight. Zagorowski got in the way to block it away. Here comes Powell, turning the corner, stripped on the way. Hill on the bench with those 4 fouls. Alexander off the inbound. It's per game. He has 20 to pace the Jays to the 2-point lead. Powell looking for the lead. Marshall.
Saying it wrong, both names.
Powell turning the corner. And the rebound by Ty-Shon Alexander. Jays by 5. Off the inbound to Quincy McKnight. What do you expect from Seton Hall offensively? That from Powell.
Now the little guys can dig in there, or you hit him with an elbow, that ball staying there.
And your day's done. Alexander with the hands. Dive. Seton Hall has committed 5. Powell against Alexander, 10 to shoot. Myles Powell going to work. Reynolds steps in for the 2.
Down the stretch. They're going to have to play faster.
6 of 12 from the floor is Powell. Alexander around the screen.
In this building, let me just tell you, I know people talk about the NCAA tournament, but to have a banner up that says Big East champions because it's a complete body.
2:55 to go. How big was that Alexander 3 a moment ago as Powell leans in? No, Mamu Kelashvili's tip won't go. And
it's a game I never thought they'd get close to that. After this game being tied at 32 at halftime, I look up and not a lot of rest before Big East tournament starts either.
Alexander flips it back out, 3 to shoot. Mahoney.